This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, a school holiday program keeps teenagers' minds busy as they consider what kind of technology will exist in the future. We meet the French cyclist who's concluded a world tour in Bluff, raising money for drinking water in Thailand in the process. And a unique program is teaching some Invercargill children how to become volunteers in their community. Good evening, I'm Rebecca Dupree. A school holiday program at Otago Polytechnic is getting secondary pupils to cast their minds into the future. Around 30 teenagers have had the opportunity to see what the world might be like in the next few decades, and they're highlighting some issues of concern.
Could the future be totally dominated by robots and robotic technology? That's what 30 school pupils from around Otago were asking themselves when given a glimpse at the possible technologies being used in 50 years' time.
So we called the day Imagine the Future, and the conversation all day has been about future technologies, future jobs, future skills that they might need, and we've given them lots of hands-on, lots of activities, lots of pizzas. Yeah, it's been really fun.
Smith says technology that could become part of everyday life in the future includes musical robots, virtual reality and more.
They got to play with a project one of our third year students has made, which is a digital glove which converts finger taps within the glove to alphabets and numbers on screen. So it's another digital input-output thing. Yeah. So the whole conversation there was about what are the tools and technologies that will be used in the future, and it's not going to be about computers and screens and keyboards. It's going to be about all sorts of other ways of having inputs and outputs.
She says when asked, the high school pupils who came to the one-day session had strong ideas on what sort of employment issues might face their generation.
They really have some very clear ideas about where jobs are going, and this is their future, and they were very engaged in that because, you know, the training that they will do in high schools now and in their tertiary education may not be relevant for the jobs that are happening today, and so it was really, really great to be able to have those conversations with them.
Electronic waste has been a problem since the mass production of computers. It's just another factor young people are concerned about.
So that conversation was, if you've got a computer now, so again stretching out that timeline into the 2045, 2050, 2060, what will this actual piece of hardware become? And how can we think of different ways of repurposing and reusing it?
Another eye-opening piece of future tech being worked on at the Polytechnic is eye-tracking software, which, as the name suggests, follows the movement of the user's eyes. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Music department staff at the University of Otago are reeling over cuts to their programs. The South Today understands staff met with university management yesterday when they learned the full extent of the cuts. The university is not revealing much, only telling the South Today that changes are being made in the music department. It's understood all Indonesian music courses are being dropped, and that equates to at least one redundancy. Staff are reportedly going through a consultation phase over coming weeks. It's part of funding cuts to the Humanities Division, in which student numbers have been dropping. A French cyclist and activist has just finished a 14-month world tour in Bluff. He's raising awareness and money for people without access to clean drinking water in Thailand. And he says he's glad the physical part of his journey has come to an end.
25,000 kilometres in 21 countries in 14 months. Theo Rothfrich has just finished his journey from France to New Zealand, promoting a cause he's passionate about. He's been fundraising with the charity Cycle for Water to help provide access to clean drinking water for those currently without it.
So far, 11,000 euros for about 4 primary schools in Thailand, in the poorest region of the country.
The money raised by his efforts will benefit 1,000 children. Before becoming aware of the charity, Rothfrich wasn't an experienced cyclist.
Yeah, I wanted also to do something, even though I never cycled before. It was like brand new thing for me. Today I'm happy to quit cycling, you know, I'm going to say that, but I quit. But no, it was really a great experience.
He's also aiming to promote the use of renewable resources through his journey. His bike frame's made of bamboo. Currently, 1/3 of the world's population doesn't have access to clean water. According to the World Economic Forum, the water crisis is the #1 global risk based on the impact to society. Rothfrisch says although his cycling project is finished, he's got another one lined up.
We're planning to fundraise for another project in Indonesia for about 3,000 people living in a village that unfortunately don't have like the ways of just having clean water, which is so important on a daily basis for every human.
He wants people around the world to know they can make a difference and to follow what they're passionate about. Ruby Spink, The South Today.
The unsolved case of a missing hunter on Stewart Island is prompting a major search and rescue operation. In 1991, a 64-year-old farmer went on a hunting trip with 3 friends. He went missing while hunting by himself and has never been found. Now police are revisiting the details of the case using new technology and more than 70 officers and volunteers. 10 teams and a management crew will be working over the weekend from a base at Oban. They'll be using a new radio transmitting tool being trialled by police. Southland children are learning about what it takes to be a volunteer in the community. They've been working through a week-long course with members of humanitarian groups in Invercargill, and they're not the only ones benefiting from the experience.
Today is the final day of the Red Cross and No. 10 led course for Southland children learning about community and humanitarian services. The 15 kids have been put through a range of tasks from Meals on Wheels to first aid and beach cleanups. They're also learning about what to do when a natural disaster hits.
Yeah, they were responding like really positively through it. They loved the beach cleanup. We were saying that we didn't know so many kids would actually love picking up rubbish.
Lessons at the Southland Emergency Management Centre included preparing for earthquakes and surviving without electricity. The program is aimed at teaching youngsters about important life skills, but it's not just the participants learning.
I think it's great. Like even today, I didn't know half of the stuff that we've already covered. Like actually had no idea. So it's cool. It's cool for them to know.
The program's had the kids visiting places like the SPCA and helping out the elderly at Age Concern. The children say they've enjoyed the confidence they've gained through the activities, with one particular highlight shining through.
Probably talking to the elderlies and learning about what they've done in their lifetime and all that.
Doing Meals on Wheels, and I didn't really know what that was until I did it, and there's a lot of nice old people that we went to.
Getting to talk to the elderly people and doing beach cleanup.
This program's the first of its kind in the country. No. 10 and Red Cross are keen to keep it going in the next set of holidays and expand operations further up the country. Ruby Spink, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, why a sand mandala is being crafted in Dunedin, and we take a sneak peek at the work of this year's graduating photography students.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award winning Garrador.
Come one, come all to the Oamaru Victorian Heritage Celebrations, a year to reflect on the intriguing world of medicine in the Victorian era. 16th to the 20th of November, www.vhc.co.nz for more information.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Hi, I'm Doug Hall. I stood for council in the 2013 election and got elected. The achievements I've been part of in the last 3 years have been of a great benefit to Dunedin City. Reducing debt, improving contracts and better liaison with the general public. To further reduce debt and better management of all contracts. Vote Doug Hall, first choice for council.
Hello, My name is Conrad Stedman. I'm 46 years old, married with 2 beautiful children, a former policeman of 10 years in South Auckland and Dunedin, and a business owner. I offer strong leadership with no hidden agenda. I am committed to serving our community. I am your voice for our community, for our future. Vote 1 for Conrad Stedman. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bruce Fairhurst. The City Council is a giant decision-making machine, and every year they make thousands of decisions that affect ratepayers, some in a small way, some in a large way. It's really important that those decisions are fair, made in a democratic way, and made with accurate and reliable information. I've lived my entire life in Dunedin, and I love it here. I've been working in the construction industry all of that time. I've seen massive changes in the consent process, making it difficult to build or improve your property. I see opportunities to make this process much more user-friendly. Vote Bruce Fairhurst with a 1. I'm looking forward to joining a talented team on the council this term and making Dunedin the best city it can possibly be.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274.
Hi, I'm Dave Yardley and I'm standing for the Otago Regional Council. 2 of Otago's greatest resources are our outstanding natural landscape and our capability for agriculture. Getting the balance right between preservation of that landscape and intensification of farming is a real challenge. To meet that challenge, we need a firm understanding of both our environment and our land-based businesses. I have that understanding to ensure that our landscape and farming can coexist in harmony for generations to come. A vote for Dave Yardley is a vote for reason, balance and integrity.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Voting in this year's local body elections closes at noon on Saturday the 8th of October. Your voting papers must be in the hands of the electoral officer by this date and not in the mail if your vote is to count. If you've not enrolled or received your voting papers, you may still cast a special vote. Visit the DCC Customer Services Centre in the Octagon or phone 477 4000 before noon on Saturday the 8th of October. Remember, you have the right to vote. Don't be left out. Vote today.
Welcome back. As a special event for the Dunedin Arts Festival, the city's Buddhist Centre is publicly showcasing the work of its new resident teacher. The Tibetan monk recently arrived in New Zealand and is crafting a large mandala from coloured sand. And his pupils say the work will bring benefits to many.
The Dargye Buddhist Centre in Dunedin is currently exhibiting the creation of a sand mandala. It's the painstaking work of a Tibetan monk, Geshe Losang Durnyu, who has taken residence at the centre. Members say the traditional artwork is for the community.
The purpose of the mandala is to create merit and just to create wellness for the community and to sort of invite the deity into the mandala and then pray that all the sentient beings in this area and everyone around will benefit from that.
This mandala is of Tara, a Buddhist deity also known as the Mother of Liberation, representing success and achievement. Preparation for the piece involved crushing marble into sand and dyeing it in various colours. This was followed by around 3 weeks of designing the shape and filling in the sand. Graham says it's been no small task for the lone monk.
Normally it would be 4 people making the mandala, 1 on each side, and we've done one once before in Dunedin like that, but he's doing it single-handed, so he's had to work at it pretty well every day for quite long hours.
The monk began life in Tibet before studying in a monastery in India to earn his Geshe degree. He's come to New Zealand to live and to teach the Buddhist way, although he's still learning English. Lessons include philosophy, psychology and religious practices. And Graham says they have applications for everyone.
It's not just for Buddhists, these are things of benefit to anyone who wants to sort of understand their mind and become free of some of the things that afflict us, like you know, the negative emotions that we have, and yeah, have a happier life.
When the mandala is finished on Sunday, it will be swept away and scattered on the wind over Dunedin Harbour. This way of disposal is chosen to demonstrate the impermanence of all things. Jack Conroy, The South Today.
A multi-million-dollar restaurant development is planned for the historic Dunedin railway station. Several local business people are leasing part of the station from the Dunedin City Council to run a Cobb & Co restaurant in the landmark building. Work on the 220 square metre establishment is expected to start next month. It's hoped the restaurant will be up and running in February. Developers say they'll be respectful of the station and its Category 1 heritage listing. The facility was opened in 1906 and has previously housed a restaurant. After the break on The South Today, we take a look at the results of a Polytechnic course that's undergone a major transition, and we'll check out weather for the weekend.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Pregnant? Need to talk? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Pregnancy counselling services are here to help. It's free, it's confidential. Call us now on 0800 773 462.
Hi, my name is Fong. I believe that together we can build a brighter future for Dunedin. I'm presenting two major infrastructure proposals that won't cost the ratepayer a single cent. The first is a flood protection scheme for South Dunedin based on successfully used displacement tent systems overseas. The second is a major new redevelopment of our harborside area to create a world-class community space. Vote Fong. And let's build a brighter future together. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joshua Perry, currently working in social services, and I am standing for the Dunedin City Council. I support improvements in student housing, business investment, waterfront development, and South Dunedin flood restoration. Dunedin should be accessible for all, and if I'm elected, I will make Dunedin a vibrant destination.
Authorised by Joshua Perry, 95 North Road, North East Valley.
Hello, I'm Isla McLeod and I'm standing for the Dunedin City Council. I'm recently returned from Christchurch where I spent 2 terms on a community board as Deputy Chair or Chair. I was on the Water Management Zone Committee and I was on the board or a member of several environmental groups. And now I'd like to use all of that knowledge and experience for the good of Dunedin. And if it's good for Dunedin, it's good for you.
Hello, my name is Malcolm Dixon. I'm standing for the Dunedin City Council. I've been in retail for 40 years in Dunedin and I would like to see some changes in the city. I'm passionate about growing business opportunities in Dunedin. Transport and parking issues are important to me, and flooding and management of city assets, especially in South Dunedin area, are a major issue. So remember to vote for Malcolm Dixon at Dunedin City Council.
Hello, my name is Anne Galloway and I'm standing for election to Dunedin City Council. I have lived and worked in Dunedin for 20 years and I'm very proud of this city. And I do know that at times there are very difficult decisions that need to be made. We need councillors who care about the people, about their issues such as healthcare, housing and an ageing population. Vote for me and I will do my best for you and for Dunedin.
Hi, I'm Dave Cole, Mayor of Dunedin, and together we're building a great city, not just for now, but for the future. And I'm committed to creating a positive legacy of sensible investments, sustainable businesses, an emphasis on infrastructure and environment, healthier homes, and your community well-being. A future our kids can be really proud to inherit. If you want the same positive future, please mark 1 for Dave Cole for Mayor and return your voting form. Thanks.
We need your help to rebuild our animal centre urgently. Please give a little today.
Come one, come all to the Oamaru Victorian Heritage Celebrations, a year to reflect on the intriguing world of medicine in the Victorian era. 16th to the 20th of November, www.vhc.co.nz for more information.
Voting in this year's local body elections closes at noon on Saturday the 8th of October. Your voting papers must be in the hands of the electoral officer by this date and not in the mail if your vote is to count. If you've not enrolled or received your voting papers, you may still cast a special vote. Visit the DCC Customer Services Centre in the Octagon or phone 477 4000 before noon on Saturday the 8th of October. Remember, you have the right to vote. Don't be left out. Vote today.
Welcome back. The annual end-of-year exhibition of work by Otago Polytechnic photography students is a colourful collection of images. It's the first year the course has been under Otago's umbrella, having previously been run by Otago Polytechnic. And staff and students say the transition is going well.
Framing is everything. Work from local certificate and diploma photography students shows a wide range of influences and styles, as they're from all walks of life. Tutor Frank Pollock is proud of the work his first and second year students are displaying and sees many possibilities for their future.
At the end of the program, the successful graduates, we have a pathway in our Otago Art School, that's a wing of Otago Polytechnic. They can go into their final year of the BVA program, the final year of the Bachelor of Visual Arts program.
He says if they don't want to go on to further study at Otago Polytechnic's art school, they'll have the skills to go straight into jobs anywhere in the world.
We have many graduates now working in and around Dunedin. Mind you, the majority are actually working overseas. Sometimes some potential photographers or potential students as photographers, they take a bit longer than others, but you know, we've got a good success rate as far as the trade is concerned.
The digital photography course was one of those to change from being run by Aoraki Polytechnic to Otago Polytechnic at the start of this year. It's a transition Pollock says has gone well.
But the transition has been so smooth. Otago Polytech has been very, very accommodating, and we're under the wing of the art school at Otago Polytech, and they've welcomed us with open arms. I mean, we've got a brilliant program running here, so we're really happy that it's still existing, and not necessarily surprisingly, but we gained a massive amount of students this year.
The exhibition of digital photography is up at the community gallery until this Sunday. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. Otago teenagers are pondering the future of technology, imagining what everyday life will be like in the next few decades. A French activist is finishing a world cycle tour in Southland, raising money for people without access to clean drinking water. And Invercargill children are learning about being community volunteers through a unique humanitarian school holiday program. And it's time now to find out what's going to be inside the pages of tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. And Phil Somerville joins us. Hello.
Yes, hi. Chris Morris has written a lot more about the hotel, about the man behind it. He's been behind all sorts of hotel projects. Lots of them haven't come off, so it's an interesting read. So watch that space. About the music department, the humanities cuts. You know, we've been told about someone used the word butchered. So I'm interested to see how much details comes out tonight and how much a bit further down the track. The mix tomorrow, of course, being Saturday. And there's the main features about a war on drugs, talking about how it's failed. And also interesting subsidiary story about the Third Reich and Hitler. Apparently most of the senior brass were high on methamphetamine for quite a bit of the time. That might help explain some things.
For goodness sake.
Also in the mix, the life coach. She's often very interesting, and she talks about getting an upward emotional spiral and the importance of gratitude. I'm sure she's on the mark there. It's a really important emotion. And editorial, we look at the outrageous corporate salaries, places like Delta pay, and the way it's got right out of kilter with what ordinary, what the rest of us earn.
Now tomorrow's a bit of a big day, Phil, with the local body elections, and voting closes at midday. Can I come to your website to find out what's happening?
Yes, you can. Around Otago and Southland, the results are due to come in from about after 2 o'clock. So we've got someone there putting them up. The City Council itself expecting its results a little later, probably towards the evening, so from 2 o'clock onwards. And then on Monday, for Monday's paper, we'll have all that and tabulated and set out so you can see it easily, plus interviews and some analysis and all that sort of stuff. So that should make a most interesting weekend.
Lovely, and if you can't wait till Monday, odt.co.nz.
That's it.
Fantastic, thanks Phil. It's time now for tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorn's Emu Oil.
And here is today's southern view. It's taken of trains at Dunedin's railway station. And it was eventually quite a beautiful day everywhere. To the situation, another day though of sou'westers is expected tomorrow with cold fronts passing over us. Things will clear up a little bit more on Sunday as a weak ridge of high pressure moves over the country. So tomorrow we are looking for sou'westers with showers clearing for Balclutha, the Catlins, Gore and Lumsden, all going for a high of 13 degrees. Some cloud about for Alexandra and Queenstown, both going for 14 degrees tomorrow. Showers clearing with sou'westers easing in Te Anau and 11 degrees. And the risk of afternoon showers for Wanaka with sou'westers and a high of 15. Sou'westers with the risk of showers for Oamaru, 15 degrees there. It's the risk of showers in the afternoon for Omarama with sou'westers and a high of 15. Afternoon showers for Timaru with sou'easters, but 18 degrees, the place to be. And the risk of afternoon showers with sou'westers for Twizel and a high of 15. And Dunedin tonight, period of showers once again with strong sou'westers and a low of 5. Tomorrow, showers clearing with sunny periods in the afternoon, sou'westers easing going for 13. And on Sunday, my pick for washing day, mostly fine and sunny with a high of 14. In Invercargill tonight, showers, gusty sou'westers with a low of 4. Tomorrow, showers clearing, sunny periods increasing and sou'westers easing with a high of 11. And on Sunday, also the day for washing, mostly fine and sunny with a high of 14. And that is news from around the south for this week. We'll see you again on Monday. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.